thanks for coming to vibe with me. I'm here to do a general love reading for the sign of Pisces. Pisces, please remember to take what resonates and leave the rest behind. Not all of these messages can fit for every Pisces out there, as this is a general reading. So like I said, don't force any messages to fit. Take what resonates and leave the rest behind. Pisces, also, please remember, I am reading energy, and energy is fluid, so it may or may not resonate more in a vice versa fashion. So take that how it resonates for your individual situations. And last but not least, Pisces, if you're new here to my channel, I would love for you to join my community by subscribing to my channel and helping me build the community I'm trying to build here on YouTube. So if you have not yet done so, like I said, I would be so grateful for the support if you'd subscribe to the channel. With that being said, Pisces, let's jump into your messages from your person, partner, love interest, love reading. Angels, ancestors, spirit guides, please give me messages for Pisces. Drink here. Pisces. Angels, ancestors, please give me messages for Pisces. Okay, Pisces. Karmic, some of you guys could be getting over a cold. I don't have a cold, but I was coughing like randomly, like right before this reading and at the start of this reading. So some of you guys could be getting over a cold, or some have some allergies that are bothering your throat, or have some sort of throat thing going on, cough or cold. You know, it's that time of the season. Okay. I can't fully be there for you as long as this other person is in my life. I know it's hard for you, but I have to go through this experience in order to heal it. I'll contact you when I'm able to. Right now, my life is too complicated to bring you into it, but know that I do want to talk to you. Interesting. Definitely feeling third-party vibes, someone who's already involved. I'm going through a dark night of the soul. Nothing in my life is making sense. I daydream about you. Sometimes it's sexual. Other times I visualize our future together. Being mirrors for each other makes self-love so important. I wish I was there to love you, but if I'm not, I want you to love and nurture yourself. Interesting. Someone who's unable to be there because they're at a physical distance or in another situationship, relationship, long-term committed partnership, marriage. Angels, ancestors, spirit guides, please give me messages for Pisces. Someone who's in an unhappy relationship, toxic relationship, loveless relationship. You could have met this person while traveling, while they were traveling, or you were traveling for work. Angels, ancestors, spirit guides, please give me messages for Pisces. Flip her right in the deck. Okay, well, before it falls off the table, Twin Flame. This is a divine counterpart connection. Well, that's why it's strong. That's why it's deep. That's why there's this runner, chaser, push, pull. Oftentimes it doesn't happen in divine timing. Vulnerability. You can be completely open with this person. I think that's what they love about you and they is you feel the familiarity. You feel the connection. You feel that you can be completely open and honest. And vulnerable, yet you can't actually physically be together. And I feel like you guys are verbalizing that. You're making that very aware. You're laying it out on the table. There's no lies, no hiding. Support. Lean on your inner circle during this time. Angels, ancestors, spirit guides, please give me messages for Pisces. Excuse me. I do feel strong work trip vibes. Like you met on a work trip, either their work trip or your work trip. A conference of some sort. A business meeting. Some career development. Angels, ancestors, spirit guides, please give me messages for Pisces. I lost myself for a little while. I feel like this person, for you, I feel like it's the one who's in a current relationship already, feels guilty. Feels guilty for feeling this way, for interacting, for whatever discrepancy behaviors took place between the two of you, whether it was just verbal communication or physical contact or intimacy. They know and or they feel guilty and as if they've crossed the line. But it also, they can't deny the feelings that are inside that they're having and the thoughts that they're having. They may feel guilty, remorseful for having them, but they're still having them. Angels, ancestors, spirit guides, please give me messages for Pisces. Remember, this energy is energy, so it can play out in a vice versa fashion. Take it out resonates for individual situations. I do love to read your comments. If you want to let me know how it resonates, if it resonates, what side you resonate with. I love to read your comments. I almost always try to respond if it's appropriate. Angels, ancestors, spirit guides, please give me messages for Pisces. 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 one card when I go through the deck, and that's a little bit crazy. The Hangman. Disconnecting, withdrawing, trying to gain a different perspective, trying to become enlightened. I'm getting this energy that someone has had to let go, surrender. I feel it's a little bit of the both of you, Pisces, to be honest with you, especially with that twin flame energy. It's very mirrored energy happening between the two of you. One is disconnecting, sort of waiting on the other, wondering. And the other, I feel, whoever's in a relationship is disconnecting, pulling back, withdrawing. Excuse me. Not wanting to further a third-party situation, have a third-party situation. They're trying to do what's right. Things in this person's life are complicated. Like I said, I feel like they're in a toxic, unhappy relationship, loveless marriage. Their situation, their relationship connection is very complicated, and I don't feel like they want to swoop you as much as they want to or would like to. They don't want to swoop you up and have you be a part of that. So they can't fully be. They're not emotionally or physically available at this time. I feel like this person's trying to just gain clarity on the whole situation. They feel like they are going through a dark night of the soul. Like they had lost control of themselves, right? They crossed the line. If they cross the line with you, if they're sharing information with you about their current relationship, or they're just feeling very comfortable at home and vulnerable with you, which I feel like they don't have that sort of comfortable familiarity with their current partner. So the thoughts, the feelings, the connection, the vulnerability that they have with you versus their true current partner, they grieve, but they grieve that they can't have that with their partner, and they grieve that they had it with you and they can't continue it with you at this current time, although they'd like to, because they were awakened, they felt supported, they felt connected in a way that they haven't felt in a long time. And now this person's stuck contemplating, wondering, what does that all mean? What was the point of it? And I feel like they're also feeling extremely, not just grieving, but extremely guilty. They're guilt-stricken for having these feelings, for the interaction, for continuing to think about you and this connection, because it's stronger, it's deeper, it's different. Is it just lust? Is it just something sparking inside them, or is there something deeper, a deeper purpose, a deeper meaning? Page of Cups. Are they just being tricked by this lust, by some desire? There's a fish in this cup, right? Are they just being swept up by fantasy, by the feelings they're getting downstairs, thinking with the wrong head, I'm just going to say it like that. I'm definitely getting that and I've never gotten that before here with the Hangman here. It kind of looks like a upside down. Anyway, so we're going to move on from that and just say, I feel like you have, there's a spark of someone's sexual desire. There's this intense draw because of the connection. There's a possibility that it did cross the line and become physical or even intimate. Maybe it was a one-night stand. And then the person woke up and was like, holy F, what did I do? I'm married, I have kids, I have a family, or whatever it is, I'm in a relationship. I've got to go. I've crossed the line. This is complicated. I can't do this. I'm sorry. Whatever it was, that's the storyline that I'm getting here. I feel like Pisces, because you're a Pisces, you're very intuitive. You're very all-knowing. You can read other people's feelings and emotions. You already know. You already know there's something more here, deeper here. You already know this person is your soulmate, your twin flame. That it's not just lust and some fantasy. I feel like this other person just has to catch up with that. They're being enlightened to that. They're trying to find this clarity right now. They're majorly confused, grief-stricken, guilty, and they are just also busy trying to deal with life. I feel like this person has, a very busy, demanding career, lifestyle. They're always going here and there. I feel a lot of contract signing, meetings, going to the dry cleaner, eating out, going to the airport, getting cars. I mean, yeah, major multitasking, juggling, trying to decide. This person has a choice. I'm in a relationship. I've met someone new. What do I do? My head and my heart are going in two different directions. I'm visualizing, daydreaming, fantasizing about one person, but I'm with another. The Page of Cups is all about a new... I didn't even go deep into this, Pisces. I just figure... I don't know what I figured. You knew what this energy was. Page of Cups, it is a new relationship. It's new love. It's romantic feelings. It's an emotional start. It's finding happiness. And now this person's stuck. What do I do about it? Pulling back, withdrawing. I gotta go. I've crossed the line. This is too complicated. I don't know if this is just lust and fantasy, because I'm feeling over the moon right now. I'm happy. My emotions are bubbling up inside that I haven't felt in a long time. This person's confused. They're grief-stricken. They're guilty. Yet they are full of these feelings for you, these romantic feelings. They're daydreaming. They're visualizing you throughout the day. They're thinking about you throughout the day. They have lost themselves in the thought of you and their current life. They can't give fully, emotionally or physically. So they're just trying to do life, trying to keep busy, trying to take care of their responsibilities, trying to continue on after this experience that they've had with you, Pisces, this water sign that they continue to fantasize about, daydream about. They're feeling emotions that have been stirred up inside of them, and it's like they don't know if it's just because they haven't felt it in so long, or if it's real. They're confused. But they feel it and they can't turn it off. They can't deny the feelings that they have, the thoughts that they continue to have, the connection that they feel with you. It's undeniable. And they do want to be there for you and nurture you and hold you. Make love to you. But I feel like this person's very grounded and mature and knows that things can't continue on in the way it currently is. It would lead into extremely rough waters. Could be dealing with a fixed sign. So Aquarius, Scorpio, Taurus, Leo. The world is someone who, it's about traveling. Someone who, I just was saying that, I feel I'm getting that very strongly. Someone who travels a lot. But the world is about a completion. It's about coming to a conclusion. It's also closing out a cycle. This person knows that I feel like they're trying to get clarity. They may or may not at this time come to the conclusion, but they're trying to get the clarity. They're trying to become enlightened. They're trying to gain other points of views and other perspectives. They're trying to go within and find out their own personal clarity and their own personal truth about these feelings, these emotions that they're having for you. Is it fantasy? Is it lust? Or is this real? They don't want to stir up the pot, they don't want to turn something beautiful into a third-party situation that causes rough waters. This person's trying to multitask. They're busy. They have a demanding life, major responsibilities. They possibly travel a lot, overseas, internationally. I just feel a lot of, like I said earlier, going to the airport, getting cars, eating out, meetings, contracts. But this person knows and understands and knows their self-worth, and they're mature enough to understand that they would have to make a choice, a final decision, and close out an old cycle, a current relationship, situationship, marriage, whatever it is, before they move into something new. Now, I'm not saying that it didn't already cross the line, or it went a little too far, whether it was, like I said earlier, just verbal communication or physical, or was actual intimacy. The world here has this woman that is topless, so I do strongly get this sense that it did, I'm getting the chills now, that it did get to that physical intimacy. Someone that I feel like that's where the strong guilt comes in. Not because they necessarily regret it, because you've awoken them. It's just that they feel for their current relationship, which I feel like they also know was already on the rocks anyways. It was already toxic, unhealthy, loveless, whatever it is for that person in their current relationship. There's going to be a decision made. Yes, this person's really busy right now, multitasking. They don't have the they cannot currently physically and or emotionally connect. They can't be here for you fully. And this person, I feel like, gives all of themselves. And right now, things in this person's life are just too complicated for them to give all of themselves. But they don't deny or diminish or denounce or the experience they had with you. They wish they could open up and be vulnerable and discuss it in depth with you, but that would, in their opinion, in their mind, be even further crossing the line that has already been crossed. There will come a time, I feel like, once this person makes a final decision and closes out an old cycle that's no longer serving them, because regardless of whether they know or not if it's going to continue with you, the experience that they had with you, the feelings, the emotions, this depth that they have experienced with you, has opened them to open their eyes to see that their current situation is not serving them, is not meant for them. And I feel like it's going to push them to close out. They're learning a lesson. They're going to. Twin flames are also oftentimes meant to teach one another a lesson, to fulfill a contract in this lifetime, whether you come together romantically or not. Sometimes it's just twin flames can be, they don't always work out, is what I'm trying to say. So whether you guys end back together or not, there's a possibility that this lesson has been learned. You guys came together, you opened them up, their eyes to their worth, to what is keeping them stuck and stagnant and not serving them, and I feel like they're going to close out that cycle. I do feel like strongly that they will be moving in your direction, trying to reach out and make contact, and discuss this experience that the two of you have had. It's too deep for them not to. It's woken them up. It means too much to them at this point. Okay, Pisces, we're going to leave it right there. I hope this resonated. Please let me know in the comments if it resonated, how it resonated, what side you resonated with. I do love to read your comments. Please give the video a thumbs up. Please subscribe to my channel. I would love to have you part of my community, and I'd be so grateful for that support. And Pisces, thank you so much for being here. I cannot wait to read for you next week.